So I just finished my first full marathon, the Flying Pig Marathon in Cincinnati, Ohio. And I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't as easy as I thought. I mean, it's never gonna be easy, but around mile number 23 is when my body just started to kind of shut down a little bit. And I actually had to do a little bit of walking, but you know what, I still finished at a decent time. And I just want to say the race is over, and I'm glad I was able to finish. I had to rest for a little bit when I finished, but you know what? It's over now, and I am feeling pretty good. So thank you guys again for watching and following along on my 16 weeks of training. I'm gonna go take a nap. I'll talk to you guys soon.
So that was fun, everybody, but I'm kind of glad it's over. You know the best part? No rain. It did not rain at all. I think around mile 16, I may have felt a couple raindrops, and I look up at the sky and I'm like, oh boy, we're about to head into a storm. But you know, by the time we had turned around and were coming back towards the city, no rain at all. In fact, the sun came out around mile 23, which ironically was the mile that I started struggling. I had to do like a walk run kind of thing until I got to the finish line, but I made it. And so, you know, you would think, you know, sun coming out would be great, but not, you know, if you've run in a race before or just done outdoor workouts, you know, the sun actually is not a good thing. It looks pretty, but it's just like, okay, the sun beating down on you when your body is already hot. It's like, it just makes it worse. And but you know what? You know what's interesting? Towards the beginning of the race, when we started, the spectators along the way had signs, and the best sign I saw that stuck with me throughout the race was "Mind over miles." Mind over miles. Think about that. You know, and that stuck with me throughout the entire race. And whenever I was struggling a little bit, especially towards the end, I had to keep reminding myself, mind over miles. You know, going back to, you know, why I even ran the marathon in the first place. It was more, I wanted a more mental workout than the physical one. So anyway, I'm glad I did it. It's over and on to next year. But anyway, you know, I was just, you know, this video is about just kind of reflecting, like, what would I do better next time? And I actually, you know, spent a little bit thinking about, you know, what I'd do better next time. And I boiled it down to 3 things actually. And one of them would be better strength training for my legs. And I joke about this, but I'm also serious too. Maybe I should have played some more Dance Dance Revolution, you know, some more of that stuff right there. And then, you know, in the gym, you know, as the old saying goes, or the joke, so to speak, is don't skip leg day. I did skip leg day a lot since I was already doing a lot of running. You know, running 4 times a week. I would do some upper body lifting just to, you know, keep my body in shape there. And then, but I would skip leg day a lot, and because I'm like, well, I'm running, you know, 30 miles this week or whatever. But you know, that was actually detrimental to me because, you know, I should have at least done some leg extensions, leg press, maybe some wall sits, you know, stuff like that. And you know, I'll remember that for next year. And for next year, I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet, you know, with my irregular work schedule. I'm just gonna have to figure out how to sacrifice and make it work a little bit better. But run with groups a little more often, because I remember when I did my 20-mile run, you know, I ran that with a group, and I actually felt better running 20 miles than when I ran 18 miles the week prior to that by myself. And I think it's just, you know, running with other people, just kind of, you know, other people kind of pushing you and just going through it with somebody. I mean, granted, during the race day, I'm running with thousands of my closest friends, right? But you know what? You still kind of feel alone when you're running, because it's like you're kind of by yourself, and it's like, I really just need to train with a group of people next time. So maybe that's something I'll try again next year. And also, one thing I need to do is probably better hydration next year during the race itself. I mean, I had those gel packs, those goo packs, those they're caffeine free, like Liquid Energy. I had those in my little belt pack or belt pouch. And but towards the end of the race, when I had to start slowing down a little bit, I would stop at the water stations, and all the water stations, I mean, I understand, I'm very thankful for them. There was not enough refrigeration for the water and Gatorade to go around for everybody. I mean, because they're going through so much water, so much Gatorade. It's like there was not enough time to cool it down. It's like towards the end, when it started warming up, and then my body's just kind of dehydrated. The last thing I wanted was a hot drink. It was like drinking hot chocolate in the desert. It just did not feel good. I'm like taking this Gatorade, and I'm just like, ugh, this does not taste good. And then when I crossed the finish line, I could not drink the water they had there because their cases of water sitting out in the hot sun, and they're boiling hot, and I'm just like, this is not going to be good. I'm going to drink this and probably throw up. So maybe next year I'll have like some kind of hydration pack, one of those like camel pack things, or maybe like one of those water bottles that you carry with you, or you attach to like a runner's like belt or something like that. Something with ice in it, maybe to cool me off, that I'll drink maybe towards the end of the race. Like the first half of it, the first 13 miles, no big deal. But towards the end, when my body just started to give out a little bit, you know, maybe that's something I'll do next time. Anyway, 16 weeks of training, that was quite the journey. I mean, it wasn't easy by any means. Given my irregular schedule, I mean, some days I had to get up at 5 and 6 a.m. and do my long 16, 17, 18 mile runs and then head to work. Some days the weather wasn't the best either. Not fun, but I made it work. You know what? I've already signed up for next year's race, so we'll do this again come January. I can't say this enough, everyone, but thank you so much for following me on this 16-week training journey. And also thank you to my friends that came out to support me on race day. I mean, you guys know who you are. You came out there, you had signs, you guys had energy, and it meant the world to me. You have no idea. I mean, there's only one first time of running a marathon, and I'll remember that for the rest of my life. So thank you so much. All right, as far as this channel goes, you know, I said this in week number 1, but we're building this as we're flying it, you know. This has been one big experiment, you know. It's been one big thing where I'm just was trying something new, and I was like, what better way to start a YouTube channel than to document my 16-week training journey of running a full marathon. So here we are. And so I don't know what videos I'm gonna come up with next, but I promise you they'll be really good, they'll be really fun, they'll be really entertaining, informative, all the above. So, you know, as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on those notifications so you don't miss a beat when it comes to me uploading new and interesting videos. I will talk to you guys soon. Take care.